I slowed down on the final stage to give Nani first place again after team orders were given. It's hard to accept because we all know how complicated it is to win a Dakar, and to give it to Nani with 30 kilometers to go was not easy. It was very, very hard to swallow that.
Oh, no, you are great, man. Nani! Nani! Nani!
Stefan accepted it, but it's true that it's not a nice victory. It was not a very pleasant way to win for all of those reasons. Time to get smart. Could pay dividends if you're a savvy challenger, especially in the rocky sections of Alula. What punctures could be the difference between winning and losing? Disappointing mechanical issues for third place overall. Chaleco Lopez, the Chilean duo in the Can-Am, finishing in 19th place over 45 minutes down. They're now in a race to keep the podium place. Back rolling again with a fast-paced Rokas Bikuska approaching. The man who's hunting the podium. Well, the Lithuanian, there he is, finding this year's Dakar particularly difficult, especially the step up in category. But today, despite problems, managed to take fourth on the stage and made it inroads, I should say, into the podium.
Yeah, today was stony. We get one puncher, but everyone get the puncher because it was tough stonies. But yeah, today we had 375. It's still 2 days, but organization still, the stage is still difficult.
Not a great day for the Spaniard, Cristina Gutierrez, suffering 2 punctures in the first 200 kilometers. It was a long day in the Taurus T3 Max, but the 32-year-old was able to limit her losses. I got 2 punctures very early in the stage. Had to hold one of the wheels in place, one hand on the wheel and one hand on the steering wheel. I had to do it because I know it's a 10-minute penalty if we leave the wheel. A very complicated stage, personally. Well, the leader in the general classification, Mitch Guthrie, had a deflating day. A puncture early on in the rocky terrain cost him time, but it was the final 100 kilometers that were of bigger concern. The American began to lose his brakes and consequently had to be attentive, let's put it that way, in the final. Very squeaky. Argentinian and be placed overall due to a DNF on stage 7, so will not be. Dave Ziller is allowed to continue. Gavigliasso, fueled by the confidence after yesterday's victor, Nico, dueling with the South American rival, Tiglia Gastaldi. Yes, the gap never more than 2 minutes and 29, despite closing that gap to 1:32 in the final waypoint. Second place for the Argentine. Well, because the win was never in doubt, a one-horse race. Marcello Tigli Gastaldi been climbing the standings, but it was stage 10 that was captivating for the South American, leading him from waypoint 1, and unlike the others, didn't suffer a puncture. This shows you. Fantastic performance by Gastaldi in his third Dakar participation. He takes his first victory. 8 different nationalities making up the top 10. Untouchable in the overall so far. Taurus factory team driver Mitch Guthrie only has 2 days to defend his lead. See what happens tomorrow, shall we? 13th place today here in Saudi Arabia, making his debut, Lukas Lauda. Family name might be familiar. The Austrian is, of course, the son of 3-time Formula 1 world champion Niki Lauda. And this is Lukas' story.
How come I'm here? I was always a big off-road fan, big Dakar fan, and we tried. The people people don't know actually that I'm in LEIDER. For example, it happened on the airplane when we came back from the empty quarter. There was a motorbike driver, very nice, from Argentina. So he asked, you have a very famous last name, yeah? I said, yeah. And then I told him. He was like surprised, like some people don't know actually.
He is indeed the son of motorsport legend Niki Lauda, three-time Formula One world champion. Two great men then.
I always lived in, let's say, more and more in the shadow. I never had a social media. I like it like that. I was never into racing. My brother was into racing, my dad was into racing, but I was always a big Dakar fan since I'm a kid. I'm watching each Dakar every year. I like the racing, I like the team, I like the atmosphere, I like the adventure, and all that together that's why I'm doing it. Honestly, I expected it a little bit softer, not so hard. The first 3 days were very tough. I just started last year driving, so I'm learning every day in the car. And the dunes, I learned a lot. In Morocco, I was a little bit scared still. Now at the empty quarter, I did it really, really good. But I'm learning every day, and I'm enjoying it. I'm doing this Dakar just for me. I'm not improving anybody. Look at what I'm doing. I'm just doing it for me, because it was always a dream. It's like a challenge I have. For sure, you want to go faster and faster and faster, but I'm 44 years old. I was never a pro. The other guys are so fast, yeah? It's another level, yeah? So the only thing is I can only race myself. I'm not here just to get to the finish. I want to get as far as I can get. So my goal was top 10. If I get to 10, a dream come true.
What a great philosophy. Well, a few came with dreams of Tuareg and came for the thrill and the excitement. In either case, it's not over until you've finished. Dust stones, the biggest obstacle to that objective on stage 10, be the same tomorrow. Juan Font Gacharo, success in the T2 and the SSV switch. The Catalan on course to improve on 34th last year. Rookie Christian Zonka and Dakar legend Adrian Tora Alaski, I beg your pardon, realising the dream long held. Top 10 finish maybe. Tough morning on the rise for João Ferreira. Left in tatters on stage 9. Like the Gerard Perez, Cristiano Batista and Rodrigo Valero, Ferreira focused on a finish of the Dakar the best he can. 5 minutes off the lead, he's 4th place overall. Yasser Saidan, here's your man. Not in the mirrors of too many at first, but no wins. Added to his first ever stage 3 by slipping from top spot to at the rest day and off the podium. Yet today he's flying, but couldn't quite keep the velocity through the final couple of checkpoints. He's the man who won at home in Hail. Well, onboard camera of catching Xavier de Sultre passing the stranded João Ferreira showed that the fight and the fire is in the ex-biker's belly. Question of management now. Still has a healthy gap, which means it's a Polaris drivers to lose. Gosh, don't say that. One Polaris in the pack, making a push for the Constructors' title since the first in 2017. But it won't be Florent Vezard. 10th last year, the Frenchman is in a battle to improve on that result. Four-way fight with Ramiro Suarez, Gaspari, and the Gales Nikinienes. Well, it was an ordeal, but stage 1 propelled debutant Rodrigo Varela into T4 contention. Yet driving a borrowed, modified SSV, always a big ask. The end of the race ended, but the Dakar experience for the young Brazilian can still hunt out special wins. Place on the 3rd rung of the podium, a sign that he's looking to finish strongly. Well, a tough start it was, heading out 4th, but slipping out of the pace to lie 7th, Jerome de Sadalier. Yet slowly and surely the Swiss found his rhythm. 22 seconds from a maiden stage win. No shame in being beaten by a woman who's hunting victory in a rookie year. Sarah Price. Price to pay for absolutely everybody else, it seems. Played a long game to reach the podium. Now, though, the dust of Alula, the American, is pushing harder. And what a result, just the third woman to ever win a stage on the Dakar. And on the same day, his partner Ricky Brabec, the 31-year-old, seeing only positives.
We're going to give it our all, and hopefully the cards play out. But this is our first Dakar, so just being here and finishing is a win. To get a podium, I would be just astounded, and to make history, to be the first American female to win, would be out of this world.
A wonderful achievement to emulate Jutta Kleinschmidt and Cristina Gutierrez as female stage winners. Price running out of time to emulate Jutta's overall win. De Sultre lead cut, but still 20 minutes.
Danger. Oh.
Oh, yeah. That was the one that actually mattered.
Yeah.
On the grass.
That was always going to get it. It's all right.
I was going to say a bra strap, but we're too far into the desert for that. So this tool we have. Screw it. And Shazam.
So they make the loop to avoid this, okay?
Okay.
So don't roll. Up. Perfect.
Nine left, left. Oh, left. Ah.